Hello everyone. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video, you guys. We are on the 30th of October as I am recording this, and tomorrow's Halloween. So I thought I have some time this morning. Let's turn on the camera. Let's do a little chit chat kind of a video, and let's just discuss what's current events. No, not really. Let's not talk current events. Let's talk October. Let's talk fall, kind of just like a little bit of me sharing with you fall and, things like that. Let's just chit chat, have a cozy little video. So grab yourself something to drink, get cozy, get your comfy blanket or your cozy spooky sweater, and let's get into this video. First off, let's talk about this glorious sweater. So this is one of the cardigans, the Halloween cardigans by a Black Star. So I will link her website and her Instagram account so you guys can go follow, because this person has the most cute, like the cutest and the most Halloween-y stuff that I've really loved this year. If you follow my Instagram, one of the things you've probably seen me post a lot about was the pumpkin, the little jack-o'-lantern glass cup. I have been using this cup for my iced coffees in the morning, and it's like my most favorite cup to drink out of. I probably should order a second one because I'm sure one day it's gonna crack. But it's one of my favorite cups. I also bought, a couple other things like some pins and, all those little things. A bag, which I don't have it with me. I usually have it hanging right here. It's like a clear, plasticky jack-o'-lantern bag. On this website, there are cardigans, and this cardigan, and there's like also a Casper one, which I also have the Casper one. But this cardigan is on there, and it was sold out in my size, like the size that I wanted. And the thing about these cardigans is they're oversized. Like they're really oversized. It's meant to be that way so that they're cozy. They feel cozy and you can kind of just like wrap it around you. And yeah, it's just that cozy feel. And so I was tempted to order this cardigan in a smaller size. And she recommends it too, like if you like a more fitted cardigan or you don't want it as baggy, to go down a size. So I was tempted to do that, but then I was afraid, what if it doesn't fit? And, I really didn't want to put the money towards something that wouldn't fit and it would be a bummer. So I went for the Casper cardigan, which was also sold out, but she also put them up for pre-order this year. So I went for the Casper cardigan, obviously, because that one I really, really wanted, but this one too. And I didn't think to order both when she was doing the pre-orders, I wasn't thinking. They're also a little pricey too. So I went with the Casper one. But anyways, long story short, I was on Mercari, and there was somebody on Mercari who was selling this jack-o'-lantern, Halloween jack-o'-lantern cardigan in the size that I was looking for. So it was like perfect. It was also like $20 cheaper. So I was happy. I was very happy and very pleased. So this one had arrived mid-October, and I've been wearing it and I've just been loving it, because the Casper one, I figure I could wear that whenever I want. But the jack-o'-lanterns, I just feel like it's so Halloween. Like this today and tomorrow screams like the best time to wear it. So I've been like just getting my fill wearing my pumpkin cardigan, and I love it. It's actually the jack-o'-lantern after the Halloween movie, the Michael Myers. So love that. Anyways, I apologize for constantly clearing my throat. I know that is so annoying. But I am getting over a very mild head cold. So bear with me, you guys. So anyways, that is the whole Halloween cardigan thing, and I freaking love it. So yeah, very pleased and very happy to have found it. This one, even though it's in my size, Like I said, it's rather large. So I do feel like if I would have downsized, it would have been fine. Maybe the arms would have been a little too short, but I think it would have been okay. I want to kind of talk books and stuff because in October, I did finish a book. I finished 2 books, actually. So in October, I did finish the book called We Used to Live Here. And I will put it right here so you guys can see it. So We Used to Live Here is listed as a horror, but I would kind of put it in the middle of like a horror thriller. It was creepy. I would definitely say it's not super scary, but it does have very creepy elements. And when I was reading this book, I was home alone. I'm often home alone, but I was specifically, intentionally home alone to read this book because I wanted to try to scare myself. I know that sounds really weird, but when I'm reading books or horror books, especially during spooky season, my whole goal is to read something that is going to creep me out. Last year, I read The Exorcist House by Nick Roberts, so I will also place that here. It was a 5-star read for me, and that book genuinely creeped me out. It actually scared me. And I don't get scared very often, I will say. I am very, very much immune to horror. Maybe not so much movies, depending on the topics. But horror books, I'm very much immune. So it takes a lot for me to get scared. And there are certain factors that help. So being home alone at night is a huge atmosphere, ambiance to kind of fuel that intention of wanting to get scared. So I definitely was reading that book during, the nights that I was by myself. I also like to turn on ambiance music when I'm reading a horror book. So there's a few channels on YouTube that I like to tune into, and I will play crackling fireplace / thunderstorm music or ambiance. And it's really, really relaxing and I love it. So I will put that on and I'll play it in the background and I just read, and it's just such a vibe. And I also have the mood lighting. I have my Halloween decorations lit. It's just such a vibe. So, so that's what I did. Talking back about the book, We Used to Live Here, it was really, really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It gets you thinking. It is a little bit different from stuff that I've read before. You pretty much follow one specific character, but you are kind of following, a family, and you're just kind of twists and turns. It's almost like a haunted house kind of story, psychological thriller for sure. It really gets you thinking. And I don't want to give anything away, so I will not give spoilers, but I just have to say, if you like haunted house books, or you're looking for a psychological thriller that just throws you for a loop, this is a really good one. But like I said, it's not scary. It's definitely not gory. It's not gore horror or anything like that. It's more of a mindfuck. So really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And definitely I gave that one 5. I think I gave it 5 or 4 stars. I don't remember, but if I gave it 4 stars, then I was being very critical about it. But I would definitely say it's a 4 or 5 star kind of a book. Other book that I read, is, Halloween Party. Is it Halloween Party? I don't know. It's the R.L. Stein's I think it's Halloween Party. It was cute. It was, typically it's a kid's book. But it did have creep factors. So I would definitely say it's creepy, especially if you are looking for something for maybe a tween, your tween child to read, that isn't inappropriate, but also at the same time, it's a little bit more mature, more mature for little kids. It was a pretty good book, and I enjoyed it. So I definitely liked that one. Those were the 2 that I finished. I made my way through short stories. I actually read a good chunk of Darcy Coates' Small Horrors. These were really, really, really short stories. These were 2 pages for each story. So I really, really liked that. because it was quick to go through it. So I didn't finish the entire book, but I read a good chunk to be able to mark it as read on my Goodreads. But I was doing a challenge throughout October to read 31 short stories, which I kind of fell off the bandwagon midway through. But I ended up starting to kind of read through the rest of the book without logging it. So I counted it. You know what I mean? I counted it. So I read that, and I am currently reading The Exorcist House Genesis. So this is Nick Roberts' newest book that came out, and it is the second part. I would call it book 2. I would definitely say read The Exorcist House first, like the other one that I listed, and then this one second, because this one goes back towards the first one. Like there's elements of what happened in the first book and the characters and this and that follow into the second book. So yeah, I don't know. Nick Roberts knows his writing style. He knows how to creep me out. So I really like his stuff. And I also think too, I think it's also the whole exorcism, possession, demon possession thing that does, genuinely give me the creepy creeps if I'm reading it by myself. But it's also just really creepy. Like Nick knows how to write in a way that you're watching it in your mind. Like it's like a video playing in your mind, a movie playing in your mind. And it's creepy. It is very creepy. So I'm not going to give anything away. Obviously, you know what it's going to be about just by the title. But it is a really good book, and I'm only literally like 20% in right now, and it's already, I've already gotten scared. So that's a good sign. 20% in the book and I'm already scared. And I love the cover. Like, look at this cover. It's so beautiful. It is a 200 and something page book. I think it's like 280. So not too bad. It actually looks bigger than what it is, but not too bad. So I will definitely not finish this before the end of October. But it is definitely a book that has scared me. So I do have to say I did reach my little goal of getting scared with a horror read during spooky season. So I'm happy about that. I haven't done like a TBR book video in a while, and I really miss doing those. So I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, that's what I've been reading for October. As far as November, I have a couple books in mind that I do want to read in November. I think I'm going to continue to show you guys what I'm reading, but I'm not going to necessarily show you an expected TBR. I think if I have books that I want to talk about, maybe I'll show it to you guys, but I really don't want to do a whole, this is my TBR list, because it really limits me to feeling like I have to read that. And I may not even be in the mood for it that time of the month. So I am very much a mood reader, meaning I will be in the mood for, a certain type of horror or a certain genre or, a trope, a certain trope. And when I get to that point, sometimes I'm not into it anymore. So, or sometimes I go through a phase. Like earlier in the year, I was really very much into a vampire phase. And yeah, I kind of go in and out with my stuff. So I'm leaving it wide open. I have the craziest book stack by my bed. I'll probably take a little video so you guys could see it, but I have the craziest book stack by my bed. And I have a crazy book stack in my room. Like I have the bookshelf over here. You can see I have some books there. I also have, I don't even know, you guys are going to see like my messy desk, but I have a book thing like over, oh my gosh, I can't even point, right there. And then obviously I have my bookshelf, which is to the right of me, where I have like my tarot cards and all that stuff, but I also have books there too. And then I have a bookshelf in my bedroom. So I have books everywhere. I try to be as neat and tidy about them as I can, but books are everywhere for me. So anyways, brand new books everywhere, and I have a lot of stuff to read that I want to read. There's stuff that I forgot that I have that I want to read. It's insane. So I have to constantly like go through my stuff because I forget, and that's not good. What else? What else do I want to talk about? It's already 20 minutes. I could talk forever. That is Gemini rising trait right there, you guys. I could talk forever. Spooky season. I made a post, I think it was yesterday actually. I made a post on my Instagram sharing about spooky season and how I feel like my spooky season didn't quite go as I planned. I was a little bit disappointed in spooky season. I hyped it up with all of the Halloween hunting, which was probably my most favorite part of my spooky season. The Halloween hunting, which started in late May, early June, and went all the way through like September. It was an amazing Halloween hunting. It was so much fun. You guys know all the videos that I popped out. I acquired so many amazing pieces, which are even visible in here. You guys could see it. The Ross ghost, the other Ross ghost, the Joanne's ghosties, this Joanne ghosty, which went viral, and I actually got my hands on 3 of them. My vintage little pumpkin head, my other ghosties, like I just have ghosties everywhere. And I really just went hog wild with mostly with the ghosty decor. A lot of my Halloween decor that I put up this year was pretty much like my stuff that I've already had. A lot of the new pieces that I bought was mainly for my office. So it was kind of nice to find some new ghosty pieces. But I have to say the Halloween hunting was my most favorite part. October was hot. I live in Southern California and October was hot. It literally, the weather didn't start to cool down until 2 days ago. So being able to sit in my office in a cozy sweater with leggings and socks on was unheard of just a few days ago. October was consistently 80 plus degrees, sometimes 90. I think we had a couple 100-degree days. My air conditioning was turning on up until a few days ago. So it was kind of a bust. Like the weather, and already living in the desert kind of throws me off with the whole fall season because you really don't see fall. But the weather at least usually would help when it gets cool, and it didn't get cool. Not until a couple days ago. So that was kind of a bust for me. I did do my best to make it as fall, weather, as fall vibes as I could. Putting the Halloween lights up at night, setting up with my decor and stuff, having the mood lighting, having a hot bowl of soup or, a hot cup of tea at night and reading a spooky book. Like I tried my best, but it just wasn't the same. There was that. Excuse me. The other thing is, what do we do? We didn't really go anywhere. We didn't do any haunted mazes. My husband was working a lot of overtime this month, which isn't a bad thing. Financially, it was nice, but he was picking up a lot of overtime shifts. I really didn't see much advertising for haunted house mazes up here, at least. And we really didn't want to make the drive to go to any down the hill. And then there was like these crazy car crashes, and the freeway was like closed a couple times, and it's just chaos. So yeah, we really didn't do anything like that. The fires also, that was crazy early October. That kind of put a damper on a lot of things too. We had our Halloween party. We did host a little Halloween, I called it a Halloween hangout. It wasn't necessarily a party. It was more of like a very low key, just having my in-laws over, and we barbecued and we carved pumpkins and played a couple games, and it was a lot of fun. It was very chill and relaxed. So that was fun. That was last Saturday. But that's it, At least I carved a pumpkin. At least I carved a pumpkin. But I think my most favorite part of spooky season was definitely the Halloween hunting. That was probably my favorite thing. So tomorrow's Halloween. I have trick-or-treat bags I actually have to put together. I'm going to do that tonight. Not expecting to have a lot of trick-or-treaters. I don't know. Every year it's different. Last year we had maybe like 25 trick-or-treaters. I usually buy 25 bags. So if I give them all away, I know I had about 25 trick-or-treaters. Usually my husband and I sit outside and pass out candy, but tomorrow he has to work. So, he's going to be gone by the time it gets dark. So I told him I'll probably still sit out front because I really don't like the doorbell to be rang like over and over again because it scares the cats. So I'll probably still sit outside and pass out candy, but I don't know. We'll see if we get a lot of trick-or-treaters, hopefully, because I don't want to have leftover snacks. I'm trying to be good, you guys. I'm trying really, really hard to lay off the treats. You know what I mean? And I've been doing good. But it's, it's hard when you have the Halloween candy sitting in front of you. So I'm hoping we get the trick-or-treaters to take it all away. I definitely am going to put on a movie. I have to watch a Michael Myers movie. That's like my tradition for myself. So definitely going to see which Halloween movie I want to watch for tomorrow. And probably order a bowl of pho to be delivered. I usually do that. Have a hot bowl of pho to be delivered and enjoy a spooky movie. I think that's going to be my plan tomorrow. So very low key, very chill. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. And then we're going to be in November. As far as like YouTube content, because I miss putting videos out. And that's the other thing too. Like I was doing really good earlier September, and then part of October, I was like, I kind of fell off the bandwagon. But starting in November, I do want to start putting out, more consistent videos again. So I wanted to ask you guys, what content, do you want to see from me? Because this YouTube channel is a mishmash of everything. This is a whole reflection of my life. It is a whole reflection of all of my interests, my journey, everything from my tarot reading stuff, my mediumship stuff, my spirituality. My channel really was heavy on all of that content. And then I started to bring in more personal content. So I do like to do some videos where I share about my everyday life, my husband, my little family. I like to do videos about like hauls. I like to show hauls of, especially book hauls. Stuff that I've bought, stuff that I love, stuff that makes me happy. And then there's just, random stuff sometimes that I'll throw in there here and there. So I thought I would ask you guys, is there specific content that you would like to see some more of? Because if there is, let me know. Leave a comment below. But I would really, really love to hear from you guys what you want to see more of, because I did receive a couple emails from you guys asking if I was still doing tarot stuff. And it was such a realization for me to be asked that question, because I realized, I have stepped away significantly from the tarot content, and it's still very much a part of my life, which in fact I'm going to share a little bit right now. It is still part of my life. I just don't do the heavy like tarot spiritual content, solely just that, because I wanted my YouTube channel to really just kind of reflect all different parts of who I am. But speaking of tarot, I do have my little daily planner that I've been keeping literally since the 1st of January, 2024. All of this year, you guys, I have kept a daily planner. I stuck with my goal. I have been hitting so many little goals this year. I'm so proud of myself. I have stuck with my goal to keep a daily planner. And pretty much this planner, I got this one from Ritual Planner. I will link them in the description box. It was actually an Instagram ad and I got suckered into it. But anyways, this planner has spaces. Let me show you a page that is not filled. Okay. So it has spaces. So it has the moon phases. So there's like full moons. There's also one for new moons. It talks about which sign it's in. There's spaces that you could do journaling. You could pull cards and put, what cards you pulled for that full moon. It also has spaces for each day of the week or day of the month. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a little square, which is where I place a tarot sticker. And I bought these tarot stickers on Amazon. They're like mini tarot stickers. They're so cute. I think I've talked about this planner in one of my earlier videos, but they're mini tarot stickers, and I pull a card for the day and I pull the corresponding sticker, put it in the little spot. And it's just something that I do every morning, or I try to do every morning, to focus, check in with myself, give me a little, what is today going to be about? I write a little bit in, and it's just so reflecting and it's so relaxing. So if you're looking for something to do in 2025, keeping a daily planner, especially one that is like, especially if you're a tarot reader, you love the tarot stuff, where you could pull a tarot card a day, it's really fun to reflect. So I totally recommend it. So that's what I've been doing. And literally, you guys, my planner is filled with all of that. So keeping a daily planner, that's going to be something that I'm going to bring with me into 2025. I have to shop around for my next planner. I'm probably still going to use Ritual Planner because I really, really like the way they incorporate tarot and astrology, and because those are my two favorite things. So probably we'll stick with a Ritual Planner, but that's what I've been doing. That's how I stay involved with the tarot, even if I'm not doing readings. And I'm still doing readings. That's the other question that I got too from you guys was, am I still doing readings? And yes, I still am. I still want to attract new clients, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I think maybe it's just Instagram. Maybe it's Instagram. The idea of having to create content for Instagram and then not receiving any likes, or nobody nobody shares your content. It just kind of, it's like you're screaming into the void of like, not getting any attention back. It's very tiring and it's a huge letdown, and it's just not what I want to do right now. So I deactivated the public account. I am on Instagram, but I'm using my haunted home, and that has just been the place where I want to be. It really just reflects me. It's kind of similar to what I've turned this YouTube into. It's just a place where it's a mishmash of everything that I'm interested in. Everything from my Halloween content that I love, from the books that I'm reading, from journals or a planner that I'm using. I talk about tarot. I still offer my readings there. It's just a blend of everything of who I am. Rather than just trying to focus only on the reader aspect of me, I really wanted to have an account that brought all of the parts of me. And I think that's also another reason why I deactivated the main account, was because I feel like I couldn't be all the other facets of myself, because those followers would be like, that's not spirituality. Why are you doing ghosties, So yeah, it was time for a change. I also found that the people who really, really, really wanted to stick with me in my journey and follow me through the multiple other facets of myself, they found my other account, or they followed it when I announced it. And everybody who didn't and who doesn't care, those are the ones that I don't need to have, coming with me. So it was kind of a nice breakaway from something that I've had for many years and starting something a little bit new and different. That whole energy, it was cool while it lasted when I had it, but at the same time, there's other interests now that I have that I want to put more focus into. And some of those interests being reading books. That's always been an interest, but reading my books, paying more attention to being a wife, being able to handle and balance my home life, like doing the laundry, cooking dinner, being a loving wife, you know what I mean? Taking care of my cats, visiting my family, being there for my family when they need me. And then also the other parts of me, which I'm still working on getting better at, but focusing on my health. I started a health journey. I'm really hesitant to talk about it because I don't want to have a lot of eyes on this. But I did start a health journey, and I will say that. And I say health journey, it can be whatever you want to imagine it to be. For me, a health journey is making necessary changes to my diet, to my everyday life, my lifestyle, to enhance and better and correct, things about me and my body and my life that needed to be changed. I am in the process of doing that. I've already started like a couple weeks ago. Just kind of focusing on my daily life one day at a time. My health journey is ever changing. I want it to reflect, my interests. I want it to enhance me as a person and better me as a person. I want it to better my quality of life. And I feel like I couldn't do that plus do a business and spirituality and all of that stuff, because it was kind of like I was putting so much energy into one and not enough in the other. It's just so crazy how life works. But long story short, I am still doing readings. They are still available. If you want one, you know where to find it. But I'm not doing a lot of the business stuff that I was doing before. I've really pulled back on that. And that's just because there's other things in my life that I need to put more time and attention on other stuff in my life, and myself, my body, my health is number one right now. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm really hopeful to see what the next few months bring. These last couple months of the year, because literally this is going to go by so fast, you guys. Before you know it, we're going to be talking about the new year. So let's just try to slow down as much as we can. I hope that if you're watching this, that you are also, allowing yourself to, I guess like my advice for you guys is like, slow down, yes, it's nice to look forward to the next best thing or to set an intention or a goal for something like months away or a year or 5 years from now. But sometimes we have to really just slow down and enjoy what's right in front of us in the moment. Because a lot of times those things can be taken away from us really, really fast. And I've learned that lesson a few times in my life. It's been rough, when I had to face that truth, that reality. So it really, if you've ever lost something or someone special in your life in the blink of an eye, you know the value of the present, and you know the value and the pricelessness of what's in front of you right now versus what you could have in the future, I'm laughing at myself too, because with my crazy hair and my sweater, I feel like I'm totally giving off 90s Rachel. Like, this is such a 90s look. I don't know, but I freaking love it. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween as you watch this. Maybe it is Halloween. So happy Halloween to you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.